Good Erev Shabbos. I'm going to leave this to each person who's watching this video to figure out if there's something more here than what I'm saying. But you know that this year's setup of Pesach, Wednesday night, Thursday, as the first Seder, Wednesday night, is the exact way it was the year that we left Mitzrayim. It was the time of redemption then. Maybe it's the time of redemption now. We hope so. Just listen to the description of the Shulchan Aruch about tomorrow, Shabbat HaGadol. The Shulchan Aruch writes Siman Taf Lamed, Shabbat Shalifna Pesach Kornato, Shabbat HaGadol, the great Shabbat. Why? Because of the great miracle that transpired therein. You see, tomorrow is the 10th of Nisan, which is the anniversary of Shabbat HaGadol, when the Jewish people left Egypt. So it actually lines up exactly on the calendar. Here's what the Mishnah Berurah writes to explain what the great miracle was. That's our year, 10th of Nisan. Every Jew took its lamb that it was going to designate for its Korban Pesach, and therefore that they would then tie it to the bedpost. That was what they had in those days. That was something solid, so the animal wouldn't leave. Etc. This was the 10th, as described in the Torah. The 10th of the month was when they were meant to take that lamb. The Egyptians saw this. They asked them, Lama zelachem, why are you doing this? They answered, L'shachto l'shem Pesach, b'mitzvat Hashem aleinu. The idea, say the Jewish people to the Egyptians, this is the command of our God. He tells us to shecht this korban to be the Pesach offering in His commandment to us. Vayu shinem kehot. The teeth of the Egyptians were blunted, means they had no response. That their gods, small g, were being slaughtered, or were about to be slaughtered a few days later. They had no ability to respond or to react in any way. So what's the nace? Well, you could say for sure the nace was that the Jewish people did this and that the Egyptians did not do anything other than ask them the question. It was a big nace that nothing happened. But I want to suggest that there was another great nace that transpired right before that. And that is the great nace of a people that was so scared, so afraid, so beaten down by the struggles, the anxieties, and the fears that they had for centuries, that given the mitzvah by Moshe and Aaron, they rose up and fulfilled it with confidence in HaKadosh Baruch Hu, with emunah and bitachon. And we have to have that now as well. This is our year, friends. Of course, there's another reason why it's called Shabbat HaGadol. As many of us know, the special haftarah, the last words of Nevuah that were ever given in an open way by the Navi known only as Malachi, my angel. So said, the Navi will be reading it in our homes tomorrow. Hina anochi sholech lachem et Eliyah hanavi lifnei bo yom Hashem hagadol v'hanora. Behold, says Hashem through the Navi Malachi, behold, I will send to you Eliyah Hanavi, meaning Eliyahu Hanavi will come before the day of Hashem, which will be a day that will be Gadol, great, and Norah, and awesome. Are we not living through great and awesome times now? I'll leave that for your consideration over this Shabbat. The work that each and every one of us has to do in our emunah and bitachon to keep strengthening ourselves and to recognize that perhaps the Nes Shanaseh, the great miracle that happened, was that Klal Yisrael was able to overcome its fear, real fears, real situations and circumstances that nobody knew how they would end, and yet the quiet confidence to finish. Hine anochi sholech lachem et Eliyah Hanavi lifnei bo yom Hashem hagadol v'hanora. Kain ti alanu. Wishing everyone an Erev Shabbat Shalom. Chag Kasher v'Sameach.